So, Dan, people often ask, why should we know the science of leadership to be a leader or to be someone coaching a leader? And what do you say to that when people ask you that?
It's a great question, why science matters. What difference does it make in a leadership arena? You're running a business. It's not about science, it's about marketing. It's about, R&D. It's about innovation. It's about a lot of things that don't seem to have a lot to do with the leader's brain. But actually, at the top of the organization, guiding it, the pilot of the whole thing is that leader's brain. And so the leader, in order for the organization to be heading the right direction, to be running well, for people to get together and cooperate and synergize well, that leader's brain needs to be optimal. And science is telling us many new ways of thinking about how to optimize that brain. And if you're a coach or if you're a leader, it helps to know what science is saying, because we can have lots of what's called folk psychology ideas about it. One of the common colds, I would say, of leadership, particularly in the developing world, that I find is there are leaders who think nothing of being tyrants and yelling at people and ordering them around. And that has a very negative effect, not just in the leader's brain, but on the brains of the people that they're impacting. And they may not realize it because on the surface people will go along, but they're actually thinking, geez, I hate working for this guy. And that really minimizes their ability to work. So that's a very simple example, but there are styles of relating, and we're going to go into them in detail in our webinar, that are very effective in terms of bonding people, helping people collaborate, synergize. Those are the brain styles, those are the states that we want people to be in, and the leader's brain is essential to that.
And when a coach or someone actually in a leadership position understands the science of, let's say, the brain or the science even of relationships, things can be done with more efficacy. They can be done with a more broader foundation. So that, for example, if I'm a leader who's been taught by a coach something about the science of leadership, I'll understand that it isn't just about telling people what to do. It's about inspiring people. It's about finding a way to get them to not only focus their attention more, but actually have an intention to bring to the company a devotion, a dedication, a way of actually giving it your all. Because there's a wide range, as we know, of how much energy an employee is going to put into a company. And if you're a leader who's not inspiring your population, the people under you in leadership positions, the people who are employees, to actually garner the emotional strength to say, I love working here, I care about this, this matters to me, this has meaning to me, then you're going to have, if you don't have those things, a lot less productivity, a lot less innovation. So in a way, science not only supports the proper use of interactions and the proper understanding of the brain, it actually will get you more out of the company. You're going to actually be a creative, more meaningful place to work that you'll be providing as a leader.
If you're a coach talking to a leader in a business setting, I think the knowledge that you have of the science base of what you're saying is also very important in terms of your own credibility, because it's not just you and what you think. I mean, you're working for this person. On the other hand, if you have a science base, if you understand what's going on from a neuroscience point of view, and if you can explain it to that leader, I think that from the leaders that I've worked with, at least, you'll have a much better listener. You'll have someone who wants to hear. You're educating that person and educating them in a way that motivates them to do what you need to have them do for them to be a better leader.